Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a day in the life with you guys, which is a little bit different these days because we are under a stay-at-home order due to everything that is happening in our world and our country right now. We have been taking this super seriously and we have not left our house for almost a month now for anything except for food and to get gas in our cars. So it's definitely been a little bit different, even though we are home pretty much all of the time anyway, both Matt and I as well as Hayden. Things definitely feel a little bit different. So if you want to see what a typical day in the life during what's happening right now for us looks like, then just keep watching. So my days always start very early in the morning when it's still dark out. And the very first thing I do is roll out of bed and I brush my teeth. It really helps me to just wake up and also feel clean. And lately I have been working out first thing in the morning. So I will grab my workout clothes and hop on the Peloton. So we literally just got this very recently and it has been the biggest game changer. I actually wrote an entire blog post all about my first impressions, but I have been loving this thing. I have been working out almost every day since we got it, and it has been the biggest lifesaver, really, especially during this time. Exercise just really helps get my mind clear and help me just deal with all of the stress that I think we're all feeling right now. And it's been a lifesaver, like I said. So after I work out, I like to hop in the shower. And it's kind of like my reward after a hard, sweaty workout. And then I will get dressed for the day. I have still been getting dressed and getting fully ready every single day. And that includes putting on makeup. I always get ready, and this is something that just makes me feel like myself. And I find when I don't put makeup on, I am way less productive. I don't really feel like myself. I'm kind of just in like chill mode where I just want to like lay around and, you know, wear sweatpants, which some days that is very needed and very great. But for most days, you know, I don't really want to be in that mode. I want to feel like I'm ready to tackle the day and just accomplish what I need to accomplish. And this is just something that's kind of huge for me. It makes me feel a lot better. And I think especially during this time, just feeling like myself, feeling like I've got a little pep in my step. It's just so needed. You know, we're used to being home all the time, so this isn't that different for us on a day-to-day. But I'm just not really used to this level of like worry and stress, not even necessarily for myself, but just for, you know, family members and just thinking about everyone whose jobs are affected by this and who are in healthcare and on the front lines and the economy. I mean, it's just a lot, and it can get really scary really quick. So just getting ready every day, it just helps me feel like myself, a little bit of normalcy, and it just helps me kind of, you know, get through the day. So usually right as I'm finishing getting ready, Hayden is up and she's ready to roll. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever wondering what Rosie does when I crawl out of bed in the morning, now you know. So I will go grab Miss Hayden. Yeah, you're giraffe. How'd you sleep? Nice. What's going on? Let's listen here. The sun's up. Hi. Go see Dada and Rosie. Oh, go see Rosie. Rosie? So the very first thing we always do in the morning is we nurse. I nurse Hayden, usually just in the morning and at night before she goes to bed. And it is kind of like a nice, special, quiet time, you know, to start and end each day, which I really enjoy. And next we will make the bed. Again, just trying to do everything to basically make myself feel put together has been paramount these days. So just making the bed, and then we will go downstairs. Usually the first thing we do is check on our baby chicks. If you haven't seen, I did a whole video of us bringing them home. This is the first time we've ever had chicks that will grow into our backyard chickens, and we love them. They have been so much fun. And then I will head into the kitchen to start making breakfast. So if you guys follow me, you know we love some oats, so that's no surprise. And while my oats are cooking, I always go around and I fill up all of our diffusers. Again, this is just another way I get a little pep in my step. I set the tone. I've been doing a lot of like happy oils and energizing oils and lots of thieves. And it's just another thing that I like to get into my routine to make me feel like myself. And then I'm just kind of getting our breakfast ready, a little bit of oatmeal for the whole fam. And once we are all ready, we like to sit down and have breakfast together. We try and eat breakfast and dinner together every day. It's just a way for us to congregate. Lunch, typically we're all kind of doing our own thing. Not that Hayden gets her own lunch, but you guys know what I mean. So then I will take Hayden upstairs and just get her all ready for the day, which means getting her all dressed and in a cute little outfit because she needs to get ready too, so she can feel her best. And then after that, I will, do all the things. Brush her teeth. Then I will take her back downstairs, where usually is where I keep all of her oils and stuff. I will get all of her oils on. Every day I put an immune roller on her feet in the morning and then before she goes to bed. And I also have like a little, like a happy roller. It has Stress Away and White Angelica that I like to roll all over her. And then before she tries to run away from me, I will quick just kind of run a comb through her hair just to try and brush it a little bit. And then I will start to make my coffee. This is usually when Matt will take Hayden and they will go play and hang out, maybe go outside, get some fresh air. And I will kind of get my work day started. So I'm just kind of getting my coffee together. And while that's brewing, I real quick fed my sourdough starter. This is something I started ever since we've been quarantined. It's been like a little project for myself. This is actually the second time I'm trying this. And this time it's going much better. And you can use it to make all kinds of sourdough baked goods. So once my coffee's ready, I just pop a little bit of half and half in there. And this is like the first deep breath I have of the day. Got through the busyness and the craziness of the morning, and then it's time to move on to the actual work day. So I will just take a peek at my planner, kind of get a plan of attack going as far as what I'm going to work on in these next couple hours that I have to myself to work. And I do literally all kinds of stuff during this time. I mean, I could be answering emails, I could be working on YouTube videos, I could be doing stuff for my Young Living business, which is like running our Facebook groups and doing admin for that and coming up with content and posts and all of that kind of stuff. So I basically just work until it's Hayden's lunchtime. Some days Matt will feed her lunch and I will just continue to work. But on this day, I got her lunch together. So once she is sitting down and eating, I'll just, kind of hang out with her while she eats. I don't usually eat with her because it's on the earlier side and I'm just not quite ready for lunch yet. But then once she is done her lunch, it is time to put her down for her nap of the day. She typically just naps once a day these days, and it's a longer nap, which is nice because we have time to get some more stuff done. So once she is asleep, I usually get a little bit more work done. Again, it could be any of those things I mentioned before. My work is always changing on a day-to-day, which is nice and it keeps it exciting. And I love that I'm like in control of what my schedule is. And I will work up until I am ready for lunch. And lunch has been kind of weird these days. I'm relying a lot more on frozen food and pantry staples because we can't just like run to the grocery store and get fresh stuff. I've been doing this like stir-fry veggie situation recently. We got those from Costco, and then I just made a little bit of eggs with some cheese for protein, and then also just threw a little bit of that sauerkraut on the side. And then once I'm done lunch, I usually sneak in a little bit more work, especially if Hayden is still asleep. I run 2 Instagram accounts, my personal, and then I also have Clove and Arrow Essentials, which is my like wellness, non-toxic living account. And I strive to be on there daily, sharing on both of my accounts, and it's a lot of work. So I'm usually, you can always catch me talking on my stories throughout the day. And then before Hayden woke up, I had a few minutes that I decided to just steal for myself, and I sat on the couch and I watched a YouTube video and I ate some chocolate drizzled popcorn. This is from Safe and Fair, by the way. I'll leave my link down below. It's so good. And then once Hayden was up for her nap, I took her for a little bit just to have some one-on-one playtime. Depending on my workday, this doesn't always happen. A lot of times Matt is just with her. So I always kind of cherish these moments, even though it's hard to pull myself away from work because that's just my personality and I just get so in the zone. It really is the highlight of my day when we just get one-on-one time, no distractions, no screens around, just me and her playing. And you know, she's so like talkative with her babbling now, and it's just so cute. And she also loves to read books. She will bring us books all day, and it's just the cutest thing. So I love just getting that one-on-one undivided time with her, and it's just always the highlight of my day. So after that, Matt and Hayden went outside to play, and I got busy in the kitchen making some bread. So one of the things that I've really embraced during this time, which has been a positive, is just cooking from scratch more, because we kind of have to in a way. We can't just, run out for what we need, and we can't necessarily eat out. I mean, you can technically, but we're really trying to stay home as much as possible. So I've been making a lot of stuff, including homemade bread. This is an einkorn bread. I will leave the link down below if you guys want to check it out, from a blog post that I found. So then I just moved on to cleaning the dishes, cleaning up my mess before I launched into creating a new mess, which was getting dinner started. So dinner has also been kind of repetitive, but it's just what we're living in right now. I've been doing a lot of like taco skillets, which is what I'm making tonight. We've been doing pasta dishes. We've been making burgers, like homemade grass-fed burgers. What else? We've been just a lot of staple type things. Homemade pizza. And it hasn't been the best variety, but it fills our bellies and we're grateful for food. So I am not complaining. And then usually after dinner is when we get Hayden ready for bed. We don't actually give her a bath every single day. This was one of those days that we didn't. But I will just lotion her up. I will oil her up. I will get her in her PJs and in her cozy little sleep sack. And then again, we will have that evening nursing session before she goes down. This just gets her sleepy and calm, and she's still really enjoying it as well as I am. And then Matt is usually the one who takes her up and puts her down. So we say goodnight to Miss Hayden. And then I usually run over to her playroom and just pick it up. I like doing this every single day at the end of the day. I don't mess around with cleaning this during the day because she's just making, she's playing with her toys. They're getting out everywhere. But I do like to do it once at the end of the day, just so it's a clean slate and a fresh start every day when she comes back in here. And I wanted to show you guys the bread because I just ran and took it out of the oven. It's seriously so good. I am like so on the fresh bread train. And it's actually really easy to make, especially if you're using yeast. It's like really simple. Sourdough is a whole nother beast, which I haven't really messed around with too much yet, but I do have my starter. So at the end of the day, I'm just, cleaning countertops, wiping those down. Matt pretty much always does the dishes at night, which is super awesome. And I just kind of like to straighten up the kitchen before relaxing for the night. And relaxing usually, if I'm not, doing more work, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, at this time of night, we always hang out. We will watch a show and we'll just kind of hang out and just relax, really. And then before we go to bed, we have our chicken duties, which is usually checking butts. If you have chicks, you know that this is just part of the deal. You have to make sure that their butts stay clear of poop. But they are seriously so cute. We love them so much. They have been such a welcome distraction during this time. They're just so sweet and so fun. And we've just been loving having chicks. And then before I head up to bed, I go ahead and take all of my supplements. I take prenatal, extra magnesium, extra iron, probiotic, and then also Ningxia if I haven't had that already during the day. And then this is time for me to like really start my bedtime routine, which includes taking off all of my makeup, washing my face, and going through my full skincare routine. This is something I never skip out on. It doesn't matter how tired I am.
I always take my makeup off. I always wash my face. I sleep better, honestly. I can't sleep with makeup on, and it just makes me feel like myself. It makes me feel better. I will throw on my lash and brow serum. This is a DIY. I also have a blog post on this. I'll link below, and I love that stuff. And then I will just floss and brush my teeth before it is time to really get ready to hop into bed. And before I do that, I just, get my diffuser going with some sleepy oils. I will apply some oils before crawling into bed. And I usually just get in my last chugs of water and put on a lip treatment, because those are my obsession before bed. And then I will climb into bed and pretty much just read my book until I pass out, which usually doesn't take too long.
Okay, you guys, that is all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Wherever you are and however you're dealing with what's going on in the world right now, just know that I am sending you love. This is crazy, and there is so much hardship happening because of it. It's really very difficult, but I know that we are all in this together. And again, just know that I am sending you love and good vibes to help get you through this crazy time in history we are living through right now. If you guys enjoyed this video and have been enjoying my channel and you haven't subscribed, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe and join our little community here on YouTube. And also, of course, follow me over on my Instagram. I am on there pretty much every day, both my personal and my non-toxic living Instagram, sharing all kinds of stuff that I love with you guys. So make sure to follow on there as well. But that's all I have. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.